Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. I'm Sabythesimmer, aka Sabythesimmer. I hope you're doing well this Tuesday. I literally forgot what day it was. But hi, welcome back. How are you doing? How is your week going so far? I am back with another speed build and it is another apartment. And I don't feel like I do apartments often. And mainly it's because I don't like the height of the walls. That's the only reason why I don't really do a lot of apartment builds. But I struggled for some reason. Like, I've been away during the weekend. I was house sitting for my aunt and I got back on Sunday and was like, yeah, I've got so much inspiration and I know what I'm gonna build, So I started building and I just wasn't feeling it, and so I thought, you know what, like push through, finish it, see what happens. And I finished it and I wasn't happy with it, so I just didn't even bother edit it because I just wasn't happy with the build. So today, literally today, this morning, I started this apartment, finished this apartment, edited this video, and now doing the voiceover, gonna add music and schedule it up for this evening. But yeah, last minute build, and I did an apartment because I knew it would be quick, so like all the footage sped up and everything was about 30 something minutes, so I knew I could get this video edited out and everything like that at a decent time. So yeah, I want to plan for Thursday's upload. I just don't know what I'm going to build so far. But yeah, anyway, let me get into the actual build. So this is the 122 Hakim house in Sabythesimmer, and I decided to keep with the original floor plan. I changed things around slightly, added some platforms. So if you want this build, it is up in the gallery, but if you want this build, the platforms won't be there because you can't upload builds of platforms on the gallery, especially when it's I mean, you can upload builds with platforms, but you can't upload apartments with platforms onto the gallery. So it's a bit of a faff. But if you watch what I did in this video, you would have seen that I split the kind of areas into a few different sections. So if you want to like redo that when you download this lot, please do. If you prefer it to just all be on one level, do that. I just thought it'd make the build look a bit more interesting, so I did add in some platforms. So I did add the kitchen on a platform, and then I lowered the levels down as like almost like a step for the living area and the dining area. I really struggled with what wallpapers I wanted to use. As you can see, I kept in a lot of my decision making this time because it is an apartment and I knew it would be a quick build. I knew me keeping in like me making decisions wouldn't kind of add up a lot of time, and there's just a small amount of area. I'm not worrying about landscaping and the exterior work, so it just cuts down a lot of time. So I did keep in a lot of me decision making in this speed build, which I hope you guys don't mind. Let me know if you prefer it. If you want it cut out, let me know and then I will do so. But yeah, it is, the original build was like it was 3 bedrooms. One of the rooms was like a double room, like a twins room almost. I was meant to keep to that and then I totally forgot, to be fair. Is it normal that the windows change color? Let me know. I don't do apartments often, so I wasn't sure if that's a normal thing, that the apartment windows change color. And I tried to change the swatch and you can't. I was very confused, but moving on swiftly. This is the kitchen that I'm sorting out now, and I used the Parenthood cabinets and the fridge, the oven, the dishwasher, I believe, as well. Pretty much just kept the whole Parenthood theme. So it is like a family apartment, to be fair. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 of the rooms are for children. Well, one's a child, one's a teen, and then you've got the parents' bedroom as well. And I did fit in a laundry room as well because the bathroom would have just been really long and narrow, and I didn't really like the idea of that, so I decided to just like shrink it a bit and create a laundry room. So feel free to change the laundry room to an office or whatever, and like move the doors around or whatever, because the laundry room, you kind of have to walk through the laundry room to get to the bathroom, and that bathroom will be shared by the teen and the child because the parents have their own kind of bathroom. It's not an ensuite, it's just like next to the room, so technically anyone can use the bathroom, but I kind of like the idea of that being the parents' bathroom, which was slightly smaller. I really didn't know what to do with all this space like in the middle. I just felt like it looked really open and empty, and I went with like originally the laundry day rug, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if it works, but I was like, you know what, I actually like it. I just thought I wasn't sure if it kind of matched up with this modern feel and like this really dark interior, so I wasn't sure at first, but then I just ended up keeping it. I was like, you know what, I'm happy with it, I like it, so I'm gonna go back to it. And then I'm just cluttering up the counters. I just put a bunch of stuff out that I want. I do eventually add some shelves to the wall. Yep, you'll see me do that now. And then raise a few items up and snap a few items onto the shelves because that side of the wall just looked really empty. So I did shuffle those things around a little bit. Originally, I wasn't really sure what the parents would be doing or what their careers are and things like that. But then I kind of like the idea of them having some money behind them. So I can't remember what the levels are in the. It's like officer, police officer. I can't remember what the career is actually called. The name of the career, but maybe like one of the parents is like the sergeant or a chief. Like they're really high up in the police career basically. And then the other parent, I wasn't sure what they would be doing. Maybe they're into like art or something. Maybe they do like maybe they're in the art critique career. I would imagine they would have to have some money because this apartment did come up to quite a bit of money. I think it was 75k. I forgot to I have screenshot the official amount and I can't look at it right now because I forgot to like put it up on the screen so I can see it. But I'm pretty sure I did take a screenshot. So yeah, it is a pricey build. So you will have to have some money behind you for this build, and I'm not even sure what the rent is and things like that, so like it'd probably be a bit pricey considering it's an apartment and you pay weekly with apartments, I believe it is. Of course, right now when I'm going to do my voiceover, someone wants to do some DIY and drilling. Talking of DIY, yesterday I built my desk, so I have a desk now which I'm actually currently sitting at now, which feels really professional. To sit at a desk and not be sitting in my bed. Basically, I always do my voiceovers, editing, everything in my bed, so I thought, you know what, I want to feel like I'm being a bit more productive when I'm doing things, and I feel like having a chair that makes you sit upright and a desk and everything. I've got my little cup of tea and coaster and whatever, but yeah, I think it makes me feel a bit more productive and a bit more professional. And I mean, you can create and do whatever you want anywhere. I mean, I was literally doing it all in my bed, but I just knew I needed to switch things up a little bit, so I did. But yeah, I spent all day cleaning my room because I feel like when you like put up furniture or you do any changes to your room, I did move around my wardrobe as well. When you make any changes to your room, I feel like you have to do a clean as well. Like you have to do a bit of a deep dive clean, like chucking things out. And I'm a huge hoarder, so I had a bunch of stuff to like literally a black bag full of rubbish that I need to throw out. I need to remember to do that today actually because it's currently just sitting in my room still collecting dust. But yeah, that's what I need to do. But this is the laundry room. I'm talking right for it, and we did finish up the kitchen. I don't think I added anything else. I pretty much pulled out everything I use in the kitchen. The only thing I added was a bin and the what do you call them? What are they called again? Aprons. I remembered aprons, yes. I wasn't sure how, I had in mind what I wanted the laundry room to look like, and then it kind of changed because it just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. Like I kind of wanted to have the washing machine and dryer kind of hidden in a cabinet, and I wasn't sure if that's even possible, if it's even functional, but I just wanted it because I feel like it sticks out too much when you have cabinets next to it and it just doesn't match up really. But in the end I just said, you know what, screw it, we're going to go with what we have. And then I just end up going with what we have, putting the washing machine and the dryer on top of each other, some counters next to it, putting a bit of clutter on the counters, and then I think I just raised up the little dream home decorator basket thingy into that little cubby space. And I pulled out the iron board and the dustpan and brush and like the laundry baskets, and I also found like a pipe, and I just felt like that made sense. I mean, I don't know why, but it just made sense to me, so I pulled it out. I do end up moving things around a bit in terms of the laundry baskets because I moved the door for the bathroom, so you have to come into the laundry area to walk into the bathroom, which might be a bit of a faff, but I kind of liked how clean it was from the outside. You just got one door as opposed to like two doors, and I thought if I had two doors it would take up space where I could put counters and things like that, so I decided to just go for what I preferred. So feel free to change it up however you want. It's really up to you. You can change the whole floor plan if you want. But the original build had like black wooden floors, and I don't build with black wooden floors, and yeah, I can't remember the last time I've used them, so I thought I'm gonna stick with it, and it kind of just ran with the whole build of like this really dark like black features, and like I put the black and red tiles in the bathroom, and we've got just like black accents, so I just really just carried it through with like the black doors as well. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I kind of like the way it turned out. It's pretty modern. I would say that it's definitely modern, and I think it'll be like, I wouldn't say it's necessarily cozy, but like, because when I imagine cozy, I'm like cushions and like throws, and like I'm thinking of things that you can just like wrap yourself up on and cuddle up on the sofa and things like that. I think the interiors and everything is a bit too dark for cozy. I don't know. I mean, personal preference. When I think of cozy, I just think of different colours and textures and things. So yeah, I just felt this just felt very modern, and like they've hired someone in, like an interior decorator, to like just completely change up their apartment. Because if you imagine how the apartment looked, you kind of got a glimpse of it when I was clearing it out in the first couple of shots. But yeah, if you got a glimpse of what the apartment is like, or if you use apartments often, you know what this apartment is like. I do kind of wish I lowered that painting down when I finally placed it. I think it was a bit too high when I went to do the screenshot, so I was like, ugh. But I didn't notice it until I saw the screenshot. I was like, oh, that's a bit high. Also, another thing I forgot to do, I did play test the house. The only thing I forgot to test was the chair in the living area. We've got the Maximalist pack. That one, it comes with a beautiful lamp, and I put it in the living room, and I know it's quite big and it takes up like 2 tiles space, and I wasn't sure if the chair underneath it is still usable, and I totally forgot to play test it, and it wasn't until I was editing this that I realized, and I was like, oh damn, it's really up in the gallery. Because I make sure I play, well, now I do, I make sure I play test things and then put it up in the gallery before I just threw it up there, and then realized that there was some problems before. But I hope it's okay. I wish I tested it. I really wish I tested it, because I hope it works fine. If not, then you just have to like move it around a bit. I hope that's not a problem. But yeah, I totally forgot to test that one out, because I've built before using that lamp, and like they couldn't sit on the chair because of where the lamp was, so I just had to like move it around or whatever. I add some clutter to the shelves that I put, but I just felt like that wall looked really empty, so I just decided to put a few bits of clutter on it. So I do move the picture down. They're clearly not low enough, which is really frustrating. So we've moved on to the living area, speaking of it. Originally I wanted the fireplace to be in that corner where I put it right now, but then I just changed my mind and moved it around, so it ends up being in the dining area instead. So guys, no one could hear the door knocking, so I had to run downstairs and open the door. But I'm back. Yeah, so the fireplace, I did move it into the dining room. I struggled to figure out what chairs I was going to go for. Originally I put down that cottage living one, and then the dream home decorated little armchairs, and then I actually swap out the cottage living sofa for, what one is it? Oh, paranormal stuff pack, but in the white swatch. And I do change the rug as well. Where was the rug from? I went for like a bigger one, because originally I went with that nice patterned one from City Living, I believe it is, but I'm pretty sure I changed it, and I wanted a little not end table, well yeah, a little side table basically. And I was gonna try and go with that Maximus one, but it just looks so odd. So I ended up going with the nice one, which I can't remember what pack it's from. It could be City Living as well, and it's paranormal stuff back. Okay, no, it's but yeah, I kind of keep with that format, and then I'll just add in a TV, and here I am switching out the sofa, and then I do change the rug. And what else do I do in the living room? I just add a TV to put, and curtains. That's pretty much all I do. Because it was only after I finished recording that I realized I didn't put anything on the dining table or the coffee table. So I ended up just putting I can't remember what pack it comes from, with the little tray and the teapot in. What pack does that come in? Tiny Living, is it? I can't remember what pack that comes in actually. Or it could be Snowy Escape, I can't remember. But that's what I put on the table. Then I put a little plant from the plant kit on the dining table, which you'll see in the screenshots, because I totally forgot to put anything on those tables, those surfaces, until I finished recording. I was like, wait, why does it look so plain? Because there's nothing on the tables, on the surfaces. So I do just shuffle things around a bit, because it needs a good shuffling, and I wanted to make sure you could actually walk past the areas and walk through the areas. But when I did get the sim to like sit at the dining table, they walked over there fine with no problems, so it's okay, it's good. Oh, I thought I moved straight on to the dining table, but I mean the dining area, but nope, I added in a bookcase. And actually this is, ow, just knocked my finger. This is the point when I shuffle things around a bit. So I end up moving the bookcase to where the fireplace was, and I also extend that platform where the door is to the bedroom, because originally I didn't want the door to be not on the platform and just look weird against the different levels, but I feel like it just looked so much better if I just made it a clean platform and a clean step down. So I do extend that, and then I move the bookcase to under the painting, and then I shuffle the side table with the funky mirror in between the 2 bedroom doors. That's the teen's bedroom and the child's bedroom, which you'll see near the end of the speed build. But yeah, I just shuffle things around, to be fair. And then what do I put in that area? I don't remember. I'm gonna remember what it's gonna come to me. Oh, I put a bench. No, I remember. I put a bench, and I believe I put a picture above it. No, I guess it's kind of a picture. It's like a gallery moment where I put the one that comes with the Maximus pick kit. Yeah, that's pretty much the living area, and like the what would you call these areas here? I guess just like the entryway, essentially. I could have probably sectioned off the entryway maybe just to make it a bit more closed, but I kind of like the idea that it was pretty open. And then I wasn't sure what dining table to use. I just went with any old one at first, and then I knew kind of like I wanted to use those tiny living chairs. I don't know why, but I really wanted to use them, so I just changed up the dining table to fit the chairs a little bit in terms of like the swatch match at least. And it's kind of hard because I really like the tiny living stuff, but their swatches don't match all the other wood tones because it's quite a yellowy, orangey wood, and sometimes the wood swatches are just a bit off, like they're too light or they're too orange, and it's so frustrating because I really like the tiny living stuff, but trying to match it with other packs is kind of a struggle sometimes. At this point, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with hair. I made sure I put the paint in here, which I originally was going to put above the fireplace when it was in the living area, but then I swapped it around to be hair. And then I actually go in with the Snowy Escape, like bunched plants, and then I do get a mirror as well from City Living. Is it City Living? I think so. A lot of City Living used actually, which is, you know, convenient considering this is in San Marino. But City Living came with some really good stuff. I think if you like bold prints and bold colors and things that kind of represent different cultures as well, then City Living is a really good pack for that. I'm really not sure what I'm building for Thursday's video. I'm tempted to just get started with my recording of like some building basics. So I think I'm going to start off with like a roofing and like just creating the general shell of a home and do that for you guys, because I'm a bit stuck for what to build, and I haven't wanted to build for my own gameplay as well, which doesn't help because I feel like sometimes if I'm a bit off with a building for speed builds or for the purpose of YouTube, then sometimes I find that it's just easier for me to just focus on building for like Sims that I'm already playing with and just like do it my own time, and then that kind of allows me to get that creative feeling back and just feel better generally, because sometimes it's hard when you're like doing something you really enjoy or really something that's like a bit of a creative outlet and you do it and you got a deadline to it, or like you just restrict yourself. I don't know what it is, but I think it just makes it so much harder when you're like, I know I've got things to do and I've got to do this. And generally I'm a bit hard on myself, to be fair. I'm not always so easy on myself. Sometimes I'm like, Sabira, you have nothing else to do. The least you can do is a YouTube video. Ow. But I keep looking at myself. I've got a small room, okay? So I'm trying to get used to sitting at this desk and like being aware of my surroundings also. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta be kind to yourself and gentle yourself. Like, it's a game at the end of the day. Like, you're supposed to be having fun. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. So when it becomes stressful, when it becomes boring, whatever it is, I just take a step back, because who wants to play a game and they're like bored? No one. So if you have to take a step back from the game, please do. Because before I started creating YouTube videos, I didn't understand when people were like, oh, I'm bored of The Sims. I was like, why? Like, I really enjoyed it, but like, I think it's hard when you're creating content, because sometimes it's even hard for you to just enjoy like your own gameplay and whatever, because you're just like, in your mind, you're like, oh, I could be editing, I could be filming, I could be doing this, and sometimes it takes the fun out of it. But I think sometimes I just have to remind myself to like do other things. And also, off topic, I got some new games to play. So I got It Takes Two because I've heard it's a really good game, and me and my sister finished Unravel 2 on stream, so we're gonna play It Takes Two on stream. So next week is actually my birthday, so next week's stream is gonna be a birthday stream on Tuesday, because I thought it would be fun. We're gonna try some like American foods, because Taco Bell and Popeyes are here in the UK now, so we're gonna try some food and then we're gonna play It Takes Two. I don't know if we will play It Takes Two yet, but we'll see how things are. I'm just gonna play it by ear, because we might just want to do just chatting for a while. But if you want to come through, just give me a follow on Twitch and then you'll be notified when I go live. Yeah, it'll be next Tuesday. But this week, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but I know I will be streaming for sure. I think the timing wise of when the high school pack launches on Thursday will mean that I don't know what time I'm going to be streaming my stream, because I would really love to be one of those people that's able to like stream a new pack as it's come out kind of thing, because normally I get packs late because I wait for sales, but this is one of the packs that I kind of really wanted, so I did pre-order it, which is the first time I've ever pre-ordered a pack. Do let me know in the comments if you've ever pre-ordered any of the packs. I think maybe the pre-orders have only been recent though, from what I remember, or maybe like, have they always been that way? Has it been a thing since Snowy Escape or something? I don't know. Do let me know, because I didn't pre-order packs before. I would literally wait for a sale, because I'm like, whatever it is, it'll be fine. Like, I can wait. But with this one, I have so many teens in my gameplay. I'm doing a family dynamics challenge, and I know we've just started we've wrapped up season 1. so I really want to get into season 2. And everyone's a teen, so I feel like it would be the best thing to just hold out until the pack comes out to like start season 2 of Family Dynamics Challenge. And yeah, if you've not caught up with Family Dynamics Challenge that I've been doing on my channel, I will leave a card on the screen right now for you guys, and you can catch up, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need time to film, so I'll probably be like filming it next week, edited it next week, and putting it out next week, sometime next week, but we'll see, because it's been a while, so I'm going to need to refresh myself on filming and the family, the household. But I have spoken through the whole parents' room essentially, but I think that's a cats and dogs bed that I've used. I've just done a mix of like warm woods, dark woods, and like blue tones. And what else did I use in there? I mixed it up. Like, it was pretty mixed, but I kind of went with the theme of blue based on the bed. So I tried to like have a matching rug and like the blinds a bit more matching. And then I realized we didn't have office space, so I don't like to normally do it for parents' rooms, like giving them an office in their room. I like to give them a separate office because I like that separation. But because of just like the fact that I didn't actually think about it until I was in the parents' room, I was like, okay, we're throwing in a desk. So I do throw in a desk and a chair and a computer in there. So your Sims do have a laptop and everything. I don't know if they need it for the careers. Oh, okay. I just knocked on my flipping hand again. But yes, you will need the computer for the, I believe, the critic career. I'm pretty sure you have to write, what do you have to write? Articles or something? I can't remember. You have to write something. So I'm pretty sure you need a computer for that. And you can also, like, on the computers, you can research art or like look up art or something. So I think that would be good because it gives you a little moodlet. It can help you get inspired, I think. So that's helpful to have a computer there. And then I don't know if you really need a computer for the like active police career. I don't remember. I have played the career and I actually really enjoyed it, but I can't remember if I ever used a computer. I don't think I did. I feel like I only used it when I was at uni trying to get to the career, like get high up in the ranks of that career. But yeah, this is the child's room. I went with like the girls' room. It just, I don't know, I just went with the kind of pink purple theme, and then it just ran with it, and a bit of yellows as well, and some orange tones. I normally do this. I normally pick out a bed, and then whatever tones and colours are on the bed, I just try and put out for the rest of the room so it matches. I can't lie, this room still feels a bit empty to me. And I'm now thinking about it, I was like, I could have put in maybe some like buffet chairs, or like the little seats that you can sit on. I just feel like the room that too, like everything was against the wall, and like in the center it just felt really empty. So I would add in some like little chairs or something for them to sit on if they wanted friends over. Because sometimes I think about that, like if you want your Sims to invite friends over, like where do they chill? Like in the bedroom, I think only 2 of them can sit on the single bed anyway, so there's that, and then one of them would probably sit at the desk, which is kind of awkward. But so yeah, I just feel like I could have added some chairs there, but I end up putting like a stereo on top of the little modular piece that's above the desk, and then I just add some clutter bits, and you'll see me place them all around and everything like that, and then a poster on like under the modular thing in front of the desk. I just like the idea of it just a bit tucked away, and also that would be somewhere you'd probably put a poster, like where you can see it where you're sitting at your desk. And with children's desk, I normally just leave it with a minimal clutter so that they can still do the homework on there. And then normally with like teen desk, I will normally give them a laptop or computer, which I did do in this one. I gave the teen a laptop because I thought they can always put the laptop in the inventory and still do their homework on the desk. So yeah, I just think about like flexibility, usability. I'm very much into realism, so yeah, there was that involved. And then I just add in some extra bits of clutter. I wasn't really sure what to give this child in order to like have fun and like do things, so I ended up just putting these Scouts board in there, and they've got a toy box at least, but other than that I didn't know what else to put in the bedroom. I wasn't sure what to do on that wall, so I ended up just using it's like the wall piece that comes on from university with like the whiteboard and like the pens and stuff. It just made sense. Yeah, that one just made sense to add that one in. And this is the last room that we do, so we are going to come to the end. Like I said, if you want this build, it is up in the gallery. My gallery ID is Sabythesimmer. You will have to add in the walls where the doors are, because you can't upload apartments onto the gallery. You have to upload it as a room, so the room is technically a kitchen. Well, on the gallery it's flagged as a kitchen because that's just how it was at the beginning. I did come up to change that bit. But it is just called the 122 Hakim house in Reno, and you can find it that way. And there's a few hashtags that I put in there. What do you call it? The caption thingy. But yeah, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and you got the main living space. You got the dining area as well as the kitchen. You got a laundry room. Feel free to mix up the rooms however you wish. You can add an extra bathroom or something somewhere. It is totally up to you, to be fair. You can add in a bunk bed into one of these bedrooms, and it could be 5 Sims, possibly 6 Sims. Like, it's a pretty decent size apartment, so you could fit in quite a few Sims if you really wanted to. So don't be shy. But yeah, I have some screenshots coming up in the end, and like I said, I normally do kind of just like base the room on, and especially the colors and stuff like that, on the bed. So I went with the Dream Home Decorated bed, and then I just pulled out some things that would have like blues and green tones. The wall really matches the like top bit of that bed. It's kind of like a soft pale green. At first I wasn't sure what tone it was, but when I put it down I was like, why does it look so nice against the wall? And I'm pretty sure they're close tones. So yeah, mix of Dream Home Decorate in this bedroom. And what else? Like base game, to be fair. I feel like no, that was another build that I did where I used a lot of base game. And I am getting to this point now where I feel like I'm getting so used to all the packs and stuff that I have that I just feel like I'm repeating things over and over again. And I do have a style. I don't know how to explain my style, but I feel like I always gravitate to the same items. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way of like doing things out of my comfort zone or using items that I don't normally use and things like that. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't know what other packs I want. Like I have a wish list, and I'm just trying to figure out what packs I really want in terms of for the build and buy. And at the moment I'm not quite sure. I was tempted to get famous because I like some of the build and buy items in there, and also I like the idea of like getting famous. get famous, becoming famous. I just thought it'd be cool. I like the idea of that. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, wrapping up. Like we go on, I added a bookcase and I actually ended up moving it, and I just thought the room just looked a bit too clean cut and, you know, whatever. So I decided to just put some clutter things on top of the bookcase, and I don't normally do that, so I just thought it'd be something different for me to do and like make the build look a bit more lived in. So I ended up moving that because I wanted to add in a chair and it just wasn't fitting right. So I ended up moving the bookcase to right next to this desk, and it will be a bit squished. And I didn't play test it to work because in my mind I just used it as like decoration as opposed to not like functionality, because we've already gotten a bookcase that's usable in the main kind of living space. So I didn't play test it because in my head I'm like, I wouldn't use it anyway. But if you want to use it, then feel free to just like move it or to test it out. But I don't think they'll be able to use it, to be fair. But in my mind it was just more for decoration than it is for purpose, because I just find having multiple bookcases so annoying because you end up with multiple books. So I just try and avoid using multiple bookcases, but sometimes you have no other decorations to use, so I'll just go with a bookcase. But yeah, I ended up using, I believe it's Cats and Dogs, a little bay window chair, and then I put a platform behind it, and I struggled to find the little case with the cow plant in it. I really struggled to find that, but when I finally did, I put it on the platform that's behind the bed, and I just thought it added a little extra detail. But yeah, screenshots are coming up. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, give this video a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday for a new video. Take care. Enjoy the screenshots. I shall see you Thursday. Bye.